Hello, hello, and bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert Live. Listen, you guys, ye of little faith, listen, the headphones are in, I've got pants on, the Rio cam is set up. He's not in it, but it's there. Hey, everybody. And the Mans is here, of course. Rio is here, too. God forbid I forget to introduce the star of the show. The big man with the big boy. He's a big boy. So he's here, too. Pants on at home is a crime of sort, Jasmine says. Yeah, but you know what? These are barely pants. These are the kind of pants that if someone saw you in the hall, they would think you're dressed, but at home you feel like you're just wearing the schleppiest of schleppy things. So they work. Everybody said hi to you. Go lie down. Go lie down. You're annoying sometimes. You're never annoying. I love you. Anyway, how's everybody doing? This is hump day, a day late. I just was having a day. Oh, you guys dig the hair? Listen, this is out of the shower hair. I'm lazy. I thought, you know what? I think it's healthy enough now that I don't have to torture it so badly. So I'm going away in 10 days. You know what I look like when I'm in the jungle. It's not pretty. So let's just ease into it, I thought, and do the straight hair. Just blow dry. That's it. So I appreciate that you like it because it's pretty easy for me. I can't curl my hair in the tropics. It's not going to stay in the humidity. You know, like God, even the sugar packets are wet. So, Rio, you're making Jasmine's cat talk. Well, you're very yappy, and all the other cats are listening. I know. I have a lav mic. We've got lav mics, but I don't have them set up yet. So I will. Yeah, you have your own mic. We'll get you your own mic. Jesus. Demanding. Look. It's a shame he doesn't have an opposable thumb, because then he could hold it himself. But look, it's like a little Rio lav mic. We'll get these working eventually. I'll probably bring it to Costa Rica to see if I can use it with my phone. Listen, I'm going away a week from Monday, but I intend to keep working. Next Hump Day stream is going to be from horseback on the beach and through the jungle. I've booked the tour, and I already talked to the guide, and I told them I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, etc., etc. So we're all good to go. So the next Hump Day stream will be on horseback on the 29th, whenever that is. So not the next one, in a week. So that'll be fun, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'll set up the new travel channel, and I'll do those streams from the travel channel. But I'll still do maybe a couple of AMBERLYNN reactions from my laptop at the hotel, and I'll do those on this channel. I don't want Amber on the other channel at all. So I will set it up in the next 2 or 3 days, so you can subscribe if you're interested in coming around the Caribbean with me. I'm going to try and get out of my comfort zone as much as I tell everybody to do, and talk to more people and ask them if they don't mind being on camera. I have a hard time doing that. I don't run around telling everybody I'm a YouTuber. I'm so embarrassed to film stuff sometimes, so I'm going to try and get over that, because I really appreciate it when people film stuff properly. So I'm going to try and make it better. Make it better. Anyway, so that's kind of all that's been on my mind lately, because I've booked everything. The flight, the transfers, the hostel. I finally settled on a hotel and booked that. I've booked my horse tour. Pretty much all it's left to do is go, and I'm flying out of the city airport here in Toronto. We've got Pearson is the gigantic international airport, and then the Billy Bishop, it's called, is a tiny airport on Toronto Island, and I'm flying out of there, which is close to home. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a fun trip. Fun trip. And Vanessa asked if I've decided on a name yet. Listen, as much as I appreciate all your hilarious suggestions in the Discord, I think I'm going to go with Alert in Paradise, because I feel like it links to this channel, but it doesn't necessarily have to, right? Like if you discovered the travel channel on its own, Alert in Paradise makes sense. If you discovered it through being alert, then it also makes sense. So I feel like it's got a cross meaning there. Seems like the best. Now, what I don't like is AIP. Ape. It should be monkey. Alert. I'm going to alert, like the word alert, Jam. I'm going to spell it out like normally, so anybody that is not part of the Amberverse that finds it just thinks Alert in Paradise. Oh, she's alert. You know? So I don't think it's the absolutely bestest name in the whole world, but I think it'll work. So I'm going to go with that for now. Val says Alyssa's going to join me in Paris soon because I said so. Well, if you guys do, then vlog and we'll put it on the travel channel. How about that? How about that? I even had a little mock-up of a banner for the channel done already. I'll show it to you. You'll get a little glimpse. I'm not quite done it yet, but it's a work in paradise. It's a work in progress. Of course, I'm using Canva, so I'll show it. Can I? Poof, I don't know if I can do this properly. Can I just... Under construction. Remember when they used to do that on the websites? You'd have you look forever for the best under construction moving GIF that you could put on your site. Can I share this? Oops. Can I share this screen? Here. Doesn't need sound. So this is that's what I'm working with right now. I think I want to put a green filter over my picture because I think it stands out a little too much. So that's what I'm working. And I mean, that's my picture of a tributary in the Amazon, and the picture of me is from a boat on the Amazon. So that's That's what I'm working with right now. I'll tweak it a little bit. You guys like? Yeah, you like anything, though. You're my lovely people. You're the lovely ones. You're the best ones. Right? So I would be remiss if I didn't say Vanessa Atalanta was first, followed very quickly by Kaz and Neon. So there you go. And what else did I write here? Paka. Paka had a job interview today. Paka. Knock him dead. I hope you get it. Fingers and toes and Rio's crossed too. Get Snork in here. Snork is probably working. Mr. Snork works a lot, you know. There's, you know, someone's got to take care of the business. The business is Mr. Snork's. You know, they're all about their busy business person. So I'm filling up my coffee. I'm going to get ready. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at Amber's upload from yesterday. You know what she did? She did some cooking. She tried to teach us a little something about cooking. Because, you know, she hangs around with chefs. They give her tips and tricks. They do. Hey, Coffee, thank you for the super chat. Concerned Coffee says, I hope you have the best time ever on your trip. I'm planning on it. Listen, you know what I did? I booked kind of a nicer hotel than I usually book. I'm spoiling myself a little bit. I mean, it's not 5-star ridiculousness, but it's a little boutique hotel. It's right on the ocean, like literally on the ocean. You walk out and the ocean's there. There's only 5 rooms. There's air conditioning. It said there's room service, but probably not. Sometimes they just say that. There's actually one of the better Italian restaurants in the village is also part of the boutique hotel. So it should be nice. Should be nice. And most importantly, there was at least 4 reviews that mentioned monkeys in the yard, and that's my criteria for booking. Number 1 is air conditioning, and number 2 is monkeys in the yard. I almost booked the place I stayed with Paige last time, but it's a little far away from where I wanted to be. But, Freya, thank you for gifting 5 members. The one bonus about that place, though, is monkeys in the yard, for sure, for sure. Freya just picked up 5. Oh, that's funny, too, because Loot, no face, no case. I was looking at your name earlier, and I thought, now that's a funny name. And Nerd Zombie Goddess is good, too. Hey, listen, in case you didn't hear, sadly, David Lynch passed away today. David Lynch, that's like part of my misspent youth. So tonight we're going to stream, what did I pick? The Elephant Man in the Discord as an homage to dear Mr. Lynch. May he rest in peace. I've been wanting to watch Blue Velvet for a long time, but I'm afraid that some of the more delicate members of the Discord might have issues with it. So I guess we'll have to plaster it with trigger warnings before we screen it, because I would like to screen that. I'd like to watch Eraserhead. This is the movies of my youth. And yeah, Paka, I was thinking maybe we should start. We're looking for a new series. Maybe we should start the OG Twin Peaks. Talio says Blue Velvet gives me the creeps. I think it's supposed to. Oh my God, the scene with the... Oh my God. Back in the days when movies were allowed to make you feel things. It's just a movie. So, but for tonight I figured Elephant Man was a good kind of introduction to David Lynch. Hey, Rabbits, I was looking at Rabbits today. I was going through his thing. I'd be happy. Maybe we could, Blue Velvet, Eraserhead, Rabbits, Mulholland Drive is very good too. I mean, it's David Lynch. He did a lot of films. You are a going concern. I know what you want to do is come and sit right here in the damn way. Don't look at me like I insulted you. What? I got a cat sitter for Rio because Uncle Tim can only watch him for part of the week. He's going away for the weekend. So I have a cat sitter coming to meet him on Sunday. She's going to come twice a day, Saturday, and twice a day on Sunday, with one of the 2 visits being at least an hour long. So he should be well taken care of. And Uncle Tim is going to come see him twice a day, every other day of the week. So he'll be okay. The artistic Amber Slayton says the artistic director of the Irish Rep, where I worked in New York, was in The Elephant Man. Hey, working in an Irish Rep in New York is cool on its own. That's cool. All right, Amber Slayton. Obviously much more talented than either of your namesakes. Actually, a shrimp says, hey, I've been quiet on the channel a bit. Glad to swim out in the chat tonight. Hey, shrimp, it has been a little while. I hope everything's okay with you. All right. Let's get to the lass, the big lass, as Mr. Tom Harlock calls her. Let's get to the big lass. Poppy and Luna, thank you. I love that. I love that. You love that. We like a little support. Say, Bella says, I haven't been here for a while. Looking good and sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you. And thank you for coming back. We love that. I did not get a haircut, you guys. I just didn't curl it. I haven't had my haircut since like 3 months before I went to the Amazon. It's just, my haircutter is really good. She gave me a really good cut to grow into. And now that it doesn't look like the dog chewed it anymore, which it did for months, it's hanging properly. So I appreciate that. Coco says, I ordered that Ted Bundy book today. Listen, we streamed a movie last night about Ted Bundy. And I got a I got a notification from my my service provider that I was being sued for copyright claim for download because I downloaded it. I'm like, dude, like, it's not even a new movie. Relax. Now, what I Present says, I liked your chemical haircut. What I found funny, though, is Bell Canada, which is my service provider, says, we're under no obligation to give your name out, nor did we give your name out. We just got to tell you that we got this notification. If you want to check into it, here's some details. And then they said, this doesn't even mean you've been claimed. It just means they're on to you, kind of. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But anyway, I thought that was funny. Of all the stuff, God knows, in this Discord in the last 3 years, do you guys understand how many movies we've watched? And I download a lot of them. Okay. Hey, it's quiet out here. That's why we didn't stream yesterday. It was the construction. Oh my God, it was insane. They were doing something in the sewer in the front of the building. And like, I woke up to this insanely loud noise. And then they stopped and they started jackhammering because I guess the sewer hole wasn't big enough for them to get the really noisy equipment down there. So that went on till about 3:30. And by then I was just over it. I couldn't stream. So I appreciate you guys being here today. So a couple of car horns, couple sirens, maybe a helicopter. We can live with that. Construction, we cannot. And next week you'll be living with the chirping frogs and whatnot. The crashing ocean waves during the AMBERLYNN Reid reactions from the patio. Because, yeah. Anyway. So AMBERLYNN Reid uploaded a video yesterday. Let's talk about it. Why not? It is amusing for me. Because, you know, she did a little fancy cooking. And I did research on AMBERLYNN's cooking. And, well, those are just stupid people. I'm a chef. I'm going to die on this hill. That's dumb, what she's doing there. I get it, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it when we get there. Fancy cooking with the big glass, Rainbow Road says. Shrimp, you got this. You'll be okay. I'm not going to read it out loud. You got this. You love a chirping frog? Somebody complained when I was down there last time and we were doing an AMBERLYNN Reid reaction at night in the yard, and it was really noisy. Like there's a lot of crickets and frogs and geckos and things making noise, and there was a couple of people who were complaining about it's too, the squeaking is annoying. Sorry. Can't do anything about that. So I understand how for some people it can be annoying. I get it. Anyway. Rio, why don't you go sit in your spot? It's all perfectly. He just left and he's not going to his spot. Hey, who's that? Ready for a jump scare? Boom. Ready for a jump scare? Boom. Here she is. Oh. There she is. It's Miss AMBERLYNN Reid. Oops. There she is, your ideal. Which way? This way? This way. All right, that's, oh, it looks a little helmety like that. We got to keep the hair out so it doesn't look like I'm wearing some kind of World War II helmet on my head. All right, this video by AMBERLYNN Reid. Oh, this is a shorty, little shorty. Short and sweet. She packs a lot of entertainment into very few minutes. What did I drop? This is what I dropped. It fell. Good ear, Kai. Good ear. I dropped my maple syrup grinder. Valentine says lots of pink vibrator. No. Mine is purple. Pink. Not amber. Let's turn her resolution down because to match her personal resolution. You knew it was a grinder? You guys all knew it was a grinder that fell. You're funny. Look, I just cleaned this one. It's like a whistle now. It's fantastic. Damn bunch of stoners. All right, 9 minutes long, almost, and it's called Weigh In. I've gained a lot of weight. And update on semaglutide. But just before we do that, Felicia, thank you for your member chat. Felicia says, here for my monthly hello. Just before we do that, let's do this. Boom. Happy hump day. I'm going to rent myself some Lurts. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's go, AMBERLYNN. The floor is all yours. We got them all membered up now and ready to go. I didn't want to display that.
Hey guys, so this video has been a long time coming. It is a weight loss / semaglutide update. So today is actually January 10th. And I took my first semaglutide shot on January 6th. So today is a Friday and I did take it on a Monday. Let's just get right into the weigh-in, kind of explain to you guys how I'm doing. I also weighed in today. So how much have I lost since taking it, etc., etc. So do keep in mind that the last time I was sharing my weight with you guys was sometime in the summer.
Hey, Amber, it doesn't matter. Brent's here. Hey, Brent, I hope you're doing okay. Thank you. I'm doing all right. Life has been complicated, but it's certainly getting easy. It's getting easier. All the complications of my life have been settled now, and I just have to kind of sit and wait for stuff to roll in and wait for March to roll by. And, and we keep it moving on now. So it's time to get a little better. I'm still going to be weird till I go away and then come back. But, we're on the upswing. Thank you, Brent.
So it's been like half a year. It has been a very long time. And I was in the 470s. That was after taking semaglutide and losing like 30 pounds in like a month. So
Brent, I know you do. Brent went through similar things recently, like in the last year or two. Yeah, he's tapping. She hasn't weighed herself in 6 months, she said. And she was 470 the last time she weighed herself. I'm just reiterating because I know it's hard to pay attention to her sometimes because, she's Amber. Boo-boo, what are you doing now?
Very quickly did I lose that weight. And then I stopped taking semaglutide because it wasn't working. And I keep trying to emphasize this. And I think people are just getting extremely confused. So I'm going to try to explain it again. Okay. When you open a vial of insulin or semaglutide, Ozempic, Zepbound, whatever it may be, when you first open that means from that point on for 28 days, it's effective. It's going to work. And then it expires after.
On the 29th day, that medication is worth shit, man. Throw it out. Throw it out. It's worth nothing. Did you know that medication, it expires like that? Like that. It becomes 100% completely inert and ineffective. And the clinic knew it, and they sold it to her anyway. It's a good thing she knows so much, about medication. She's like a junior doctor, kind of like unofficially a doctor. Thank God, because she would just they're trying to screw her. They're coming now. Many people have been doing research on this. Many of you use insulin. So I'm not going to talk. And again, it's a med spa. I don't know. They all have different rules. One thing I do know for sure is this medication didn't become 100% inert on day 29. I'm sure it lost some potency. It's probably not. You shouldn't use it, etc., etc. Thank you, Bouquet of Emotions. What a very eloquent and poetic name. Snaps for the Bouquet of Emotions. I love that name. It's very dramatic. So I know you're all going to have opinions because you've all had your own. Many of you have had experiences with this sort of thing. But all I know is, in general, with medication, it doesn't really expire the first day. It certainly loses its potency, and because you don't know which drug does what, it's contraindicated to use stuff past its expiration date, of course. Felicia, thank you for gifting 5 new members. Holy cow. That's very kind of you, Felicia. So anyway, off you go.
28 days. It literally says it on the vial. When I went to the med spa to get semaglutide, they didn't give me a vial. What they did was they gave me syringes, right in front of me. They took the vial and they filled 13 syringes.
That I find weird too. Did she really? Would they have really filled all the vials in front of her, or would they have not have stuff filled? It's kind of like a business, right? This med spa thing. Freya says, thank you for the super chat. Freya says the expiry date is based on the half-life of the medication. It being past the expiration date doesn't make it useless, just less effective. That's, I think, in general for most medications. But I'm going to put a disclaimer in that I don't know about this semaglutide stuff and all that. I don't think she's truth. and you guys know better. And as you know, I do peruse the places online that talk about AMBERLYNN, and all of them have had much also evidence saying that this isn't true. This is bullshit.
So based on how I was supposed to take those syringes, that would be about 50 days or 60 days worth of semaglutide. So after 28 days, the potency goes down and it expires. And it's definitely true because I lived the experience. Like the 5th week and 6th week, I still...
It's true because she lived it. You don't have to doubt her. She lived it. Okay? It's true because I lived it. I also think that if she doubled it, it should have been, I don't know. I don't know how this medication works. I also seem to recall that, I could be wrong, and you guys will let me know, that I think after a month or so on this medication, a lot of the immediate benefits dwindle a little bit. Like you become a little bit, it gets a little bit harder after the first month, I think. So it's interesting that hers just becomes immediately inert after the first month. No, we don't have med spas in Canada. No, you'd have to go to a doctor to get this. You can get this.
Semaglutide, I even increased my dose and it was not working at all. I did get a little sick. I wasn't feeling well and I did get a little diarrhea, but like my appetite was back full force. But like I was injecting something inside of my body. So of course I was going to have side effects from that. But like why I was taking it, that completely wasn't there anymore. So with the company that I'm currently using, they will be sending me a new vial every...
So she quit because she was losing weight too fast and it was causing her gallbladder sludge, so that made her quit. But yet, she wasn't losing weight fast enough, and that's what made her quit. Am I reading that right? Yeah?
Every 3 weeks. It's never going to expire. I'm going to have my semaglutide new and fresh every 4 weeks, so that I can keep taking it and increase my dose.
But now you're going to have to come up with a whole new excuse for why it's not working, Amber. You should have just left that one alone, because you could have brought it up again and used it again in a month. When you have to start putting in the harder work and it doesn't work as effectively, you're going to have to come up with a new excuse for why it doesn't work after 4 weeks. We've been new.
When I and they also see fit. So anyways, I did lose the 30 pounds rather quickly. And once I stopped the semaglutide, I gained them back rather quickly. So on January 6th, when I weighed myself, Tommy was here. I was feeling flustered. You know, a lot of things were happening because she was actually supposed to leave that day, et cetera, et cetera. And so I didn't even film my weigh-in. I wasn't even thinking.
So the fact that her girlfriend was supposed to leave that day, but then her flight got delayed till the next day, had that simple change in plans to her benefit flustered her so badly for the entire day that she couldn't remember to film the weigh-in. She was too flustered. They changed the flight time, you guys. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Do you remember last time we went to Costa Rica and I got my flight home wrong? I went to the airport the day before. I'm like, oops. Imagine what Amber would do.
I just stepped on the scale and I remember putting it in my journal. I was 517.6. So that means in half a year, I've gained 40 pounds about. That's a lot.
So 517.6 is what she's saying she weighs right now. 517.6. Are we believing that? We believing that? I'm not. There's no way. I should have done some... I'm being a really shitty YouTuber right now. I should have done some research because there's lots of people that have been putting together photographs of her today and her at this weight, her today and her at this weight. And I'll tell you, I don't think she's over 600, because if you look back at that era, 2019, when she was truly bedbound, she was bigger. There's no denying it. She was bigger. Certainly she could be carrying the weight differently, etc., but not to that extent. But I bet she's up in the 560s, 570s, don't you think? Maybe not 570s. If 574 was the highest weight we saw her record, she got to be close, though. My guess would be 550, in around there. $540, $550. I mean, I don't care. It's just a numbers game. She's got to lose hundreds of pounds to be healthy. But 517, I don't know. I think that's not, and let's put that maybe in the untruth column.
But I have gained more than that in a smaller amount of time
So-
in the past. So you know what? I'm going to take
You were also a lot younger than Amber. Things are a lot harder on your body when you get older, you big doorknob.
what I can get. For someone my size, gaining 40 pounds is super freaking easy to do, especially with lymphedema. Like, I can gain 10 pounds in 2 days, easy. Regardless, I lost 30 pounds super quickly on semaglutide, completely stopped at cold turkey, gained that weight really quickly back. It happened. It is what it is. Now we're moving on and moving forward. So with this semaglutide, which I shared in, I think, my last video, but it was towards the end, so I don't know if everyone saw it. This semaglutide is mixed with B12. Last time I took semaglutide, it was mixed with like sodium something or other. So I'm probably low in B12. So I'm kind of happy that it's mixed with that. And plus that feels a little more like healthier.
Then why don't you go to the doctor and do something about having low B12? It's just like, oh, bonus, in my weight loss medication, there's also other drugs that I really need. Cool. Oh, I know I need them, but I'm not going to do anything about them. But if they come with the weight loss drug, I'll take them. B12. Take a multivitamin like most women that are postmenopausal. I say that as a woman who doesn't, and I should. But, like if you know you're low and stuff. Graceful Brick says, why does she make it sound like it's a flex? She does that sometimes with things, right? It's really weird. I could gain 10 pounds overnight, but I didn't. Okay. Yay.
For my body. So I will say that last time I took semaglutide versus this time, I am experiencing different side effects and different feelings on it. But I also want to add, just like last time, I also quit smoking Delta 8 because Delta 8 gives me the munchies. I don't think as clearly.
Now, did she not continue to do Delta 8 last time? I think people have clocked that. I also don't believe that she quits Delta 8 like that. There's no way. This girl has a problem. This girl is overindulgent in things that she enjoys that give her comfort. If she can't quit food just like that, I don't believe she can quit Delta 8 just like that. There's no way. If Delta 8 is giving her comfort and she's enjoying the benefits of that, she's not quitting that. I don't believe it for a minute. She will tell everybody she's quitting it. And remember, I know there's non-stop sirens today, you guys. Is B12 water soluble? Could be. I don't know. I know C is. That's the only one I know for sure is water soluble.
When it comes to eating.
Again, if you just eat whole foods and a balanced diet, you generally don't have to supplement that much with vitamins because you get them from your food.
Etc. So last time I also quit smoking. This time I am as well. So the side effects I am having could be a contribution to the semaglutide and the fact that I did quit smoking, something that causes me to have the munchies. But either way, something is happening. So the side effects that I am getting this time is there have been a few days I have woken up and I have felt extremely nauseous. Like literally I need to go stand over a toilet, but I don't puke.
Stop saying that word. Stop saying that word. I'm so sick of it. Why does she say that? Does Emily say that? Because she used to know how to say literally. And now every time she says it, she has to literally. I don't understand people who think their personal mispronunciation of a word is cute. Nope, and they say to you, I've had a friend that used to do this. Not all the time, not like her, but there was a couple of words that he would mispronounce on purpose, and he knew them. You'd go, "No, Gary, that's not how you say that." He goes, "I know, it's how I say it." Yeah, well, that makes you look like an idiot, okay? That doesn't make you look cute or unique. Oh my God. Please go put the fire out.
So that's good. It's just like this
Non-stop
very
for the last
bad
10 minutes.
nauseous feeling. Normally I have like such an urge to order takeout. Like I just really want to order takeout. I don't want to cook. I don't care to cook. But on semaglutide, like I noticed that like my like desire for takeout, it goes away. So I have been cooking.
You know, it's funny. There's a comment I'm sure many of you saw by now that Alexis made on somebody's video about how AMBERLYNN is cheap. And she said, you know, when they went out as a foursome, Emily and Alexis were always paying the bill, and that AMBERLYNN is cheap. And, you know, we were talking about her money situation. I thought, you know, she's still got to be making a good, let's low estimate, $6,000 a month. She's got a huge back catalog that people will not stop watching. So, you know, she's making a good, I don't know, $6,000. I'm guessing, completely speculative guessing. We cannot tell how much a YouTuber's made. I've said this a million times. But I think that's a pretty fair guess. But then we were talking about her takeout, right? Like when I think of DoorDash, I think of my typical DoorDash orders, which probably aren't the same as AMBERLYNN's. Like mine, DoorDash orders are $20, $25, right? Hers are not going to be that low. Rio, don't make me say that. Literally, Mork. In the Discord, they call me Mork. It's fair. I change everybody's names.
Cooking more at home. I've been eating all my meals at home.
Oh yeah, I got distracted. The Uber Eats, the DoorDash orders, and she says she orders multiple times a day, right? Multiple times a day. So I think $100 is a pretty conservative estimate. If somebody's ordering more than once a day and ordering in the quantities and the things that she likes, right? $100, probably fair. That's $3,000 a month, guys. $3,000 a month on takeout food. That's like twice my rent in takeout food.
I am very proud of that. I'm not really aiming to like eat healthier. Like, oh my God, let's get so many
that's a
fruits and
guess.
vegetables in and this and that. Like,
Reasonable
girl,
guess.
I'm gonna be taking this slow. Like, I know myself and I want to eat foods that I enjoy. It's quite that simple.
We know.
But I still have been eating things like.
That's how you got this way, Amber, by eating things that you enjoy. Just eat healthy, whole foods that are healthy and balanced.
Chocolate, which I do want to like slow that down and not do it so often. Yes, but I'm not going to just like overnight become just a health queen. It's not going to happen. But I have been enjoying eating foods at home and cooking things at home. And it's been so cold. Like we had a snowstorm here. So I've been enjoying like making soups and just like warmer, cozy
here
foods.
We go.
I want to show you a little clip.
Well, let's all give your lardy butt a whole bunch of ass pats because you've cooked a soup at home in the wintertime. Oh my God. You're practically a homesteader now, Amber. You know, people cook their meals at home. For most of us, ordering out is a little luxury or a treat. Nobody gives you know who gives the 300 people in the chat an ass pat for cooking their own dinner? Nobody. Nobody. You're such a ding dong.
Clip that I was going to add to a vlog, but here's like
Here we
a
go.
soup that I made. All right, you guys. So I'm currently making a soup and it's going in like stages here. There's a lot of different ingredients, salsa, chicken broth, a little bit of taco seasoning. And I don't know, got this idea from a chef, folks, where you cook the pasta while it's raw just to brown it a little bit. So gotta watch that so it doesn't get too brown. Already cooked the meat for it, which I used beef, and there's also onion and minced garlic. I'm also going to add a little bit of potato. We'll see.
Okay, first thing I want to point out is she didn't wash the pot. She cooked the beef and the onions in this pot and just dumped it out into a bowl, didn't even rinse it before she put that. Now, I'd like the Italian people in the chat to please take whatever kind of calming medications that you need to take at this point, because we're going to discuss the toasting, not fresh pasta, no, the toasting of dry semolina pasta. Now, we all know this has been a secret that the Italians have kept. They've kept this secret for decades, guys. And, you know, I think it's, from my exploration, Rachel Ray did a big video on this. I actually just watched, I had to do a little, before I spoke about this and how completely stupid it was, I wanted to look it up, right? Pateau says, it's too late for the sedatives, Mark. Pateau and toasted pasta soup. I saw you change your name before the stream. Yeah, so I had to do a little research because I thought, I don't know. I was a chef for a good 35 years. I worked in some of the best kitchens in Toronto with some really good Italian chefs. Never heard of this trick before. Maybe they were just keeping it from us. I've heard of browning. You toast, I always toast my basmati rice before I cook it. So I thought, oh, that's what it is. Like some idiot on TikTok saw, I toast rice. Why not toast pasta too? And make a TikTok. So I did some research, and I did see a video of an Italian chef reacting to Rachel Ray toasting pasta. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not a Rachel Ray fan. Most chefs are not Rachel Ray fans. She's a glorified housewife who talks like she's a chef, right? I think she's worked as a cook sometimes, but she's not. She does weird things, including toasting dry pasta. Now, here's the other thing. When I looked it up online, I saw all different methods for it. Some toast in a dry pan, some toast in olive oil, some toasted in the oven, some use it in a frying pan. Like, there's no method to this secret. Freya, thank you for the super chat that I almost missed there. I'm from the Sicilian mob. Don't share our secrets. Oh, Italians everywhere are just dying about this. So, there is a contingency of people who use this stupid method, okay? Any Italian I've ever seen reacting to this thinks it's stupid. I think it's stupid. The idea is to make it taste nuttier, to get more flavor out of your pasta. Well, first of all, the pasta is generally a vehicle for the sauce, so you don't really need it to have an embellished flavor, per se. The other thing that is, when you toast pasta like that, specifically this already dried, not fresh, moist pasta, you know what happens? You dry the fuck out of it. You just dry the shit out of it. Now, the other thing is, AMBERLYNN's doing this. The videos I saw, like the Rachel Ray video, she evenly toasted that spaghetti till it looked like whole wheat pasta. It had a golden brown color. The extra flavor that you're going to impart to the pasta from doing this comes from the caramelization of the sugars in the flour, right? When things turn brown, that's caramelization. So stirring it around in a hot pot like this isn't really toasting it. All it's doing is drying the shit out. Thank you very much. That's my dissertation on pasta. Also, girl, wash your pot. Look at how dirty. It's got all the shit left over from the ground beef in it. So that shit's gonna burn while she's toasting her pasta. Right?
We'll see how it goes when it's done. And I'm a dumb, and I totally forgot to take like a video.
Oh, toast nuts for sure. Toast rice, especially basmati. Like probably not Uncle Ben's. It's not gonna do much, but
of it completed. But here's a picture of it completed. You guys, I'm telling you, it was so freaking good. And since then, I've made 2 other soups. It's hard for me to make soup for just one person because I'm using like a big pot and
looks like dirty kitchen sink water, to be honest with you. Lore 9018 says, well, in Italy, they say that we Argentinians put too much sauce on our pasta. I haven't been to Argentina yet. But I will say there was a lot of Italian food in Peru. And also Cahuita, the fishing village I'm going to in Costa Rica, is very Italian. There's a lot of Italian influence there. Those Italians, they're everywhere.
The whole nine. So I am making too much soup, so now I just need to learn how to make a little less. I do love leftover soup. I'm not really like a leftover girly, but I will have leftover soup if it's just from like the day before. But I have discovered that leftover.
Okay, you know soup gets better the next day. Like, you know, there's some soups you make that are really good to serve a la minute, like right when they're made. But these big hearty soups that she's making, I mean, they look like dirty sink water, but like the concept of what she's making would be the kind of soup that would be better the next day or even 2 days after. You don't have to throw it all away the day after. She thinks she's so goddamn special.
Leftover soup made with pasta is not my favorite thing. I do not like the texture at all. But the soup that I did make with the pasta like that day was so freaking delicious. Yum. So then the next day I actually made the same soup, but just with potatoes. Now that's winter chicken dinner. Just
Heather says, so put Uncle Ben's rice pouch in the toaster. Got it. Hey, listen, that's how I knew this was a farce of a thing, because the first thing I looked it up, it said 3 methods for toasting pasta, and one of them was the microwave. I thought, how in the is the microwave going to toast anything? You're not going to caramelize anything in the microwave. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, here's my little, I dropped this in the Discord when we were raid streaming. Pro tip for your pasta in soup. If you want a soup like that with pasta in it, you don't put the pasta in the soup, because overnight it's going to get blubbery and too, I don't like that either. What you do is you keep your cooked pasta separate, you heat up your soup, and you put some of the pasta in the bowl, pour the hot soup on top of it, and then the pasta's never overcooked. So you put the pasta in to order. You don't leave it in the soup pot to turn into a big blubbery whale-sized shell.
Saying. So anyways, okay. So I did weigh myself today. So here's that, because I did remember to actually record it.
Hang on. All right, let's go.
Okay, January 10th, weigh in. Let's do it.
Here's the thing.
Hello.
The thing.
It's ready. 508.6 pounds.
So 508.6 means I am down 9 pounds since Monday, and today's only Friday, which I expected to happen because no longer smoking Delta 8 and now taking semaglutide and just not
Killing it.
so much takeout. And I'm also a little less active because while Tommy was here, like I'm telling you, we're on the go every single day.
Running around the city. You know what I picture? Remember Mary Tyler Moore? Love is all around. You know, the hat in the air and the girls just running around the city, laughing, clinking cocktails. Ooh, here's them going to a store and looking at clothes. Can't you just picture it? Like the little do you make a little montage in your head? Amber and Emily just running around the city, just being girls on the go. I can see it. You know, going from empty bar to bingo hall. It's just a nonstop rush of emotion and fun.
And when I'm on the go, I swell. That's how it is with someone with lipedema and lymphedema. So that 9 pound weight loss is definitely a lot of water weight. Probably like 96.
Oh my, Carter, my ceiling is fine. It's not damp. It's reclaimed concrete. So it's got all kinds of marks and shit in it. Every unit looks different because it's all just reclaimed, reused concrete.
6% water weight. And I'm fully aware of that, but I already feel better, and that's like all that matters to me. So even though
so she's saying she's losing more weight when Emily's not there because she's less active. So for Amber, being less active benefits her because, you know, when she's girl on the go, she's swelling, you know, exercise makes her bigger. It's not her fault. It's swelling. She can't exercise, guys. I mean, she takes one for the team because Emily's there. And, you know, they got to go to the empty gay bar. And then they got to go over to the bingo. So, you know, there's things to do. She will have to swell. She'll take it for the team. But then once Emily's gone and she can sit her large, lardy shelf on the couch and get Mummy to shoot her in the tummy, in her tum-tum, it's all just going to melt off. You know what she's like? Picture a snowman in the spring. You know how they just kind of get incrementally smaller as the weather gets warmer? That's Amber.
I did my shot on Monday. I don't want Mondays to be my shot. So I am able to take my shot this coming Sunday. Just one.
Because her mother can't give her shot on Monday because Mummy's busy on Monday. Mummy has a job and her own family. So no, Ambi. You want to desert Mummy for 3 months and come back? Then you can get your shot on Mummy's schedule. That's what I think Mummy said. So that's why the shot is on Sunday, because that's when her mother's free. Not anything about, I want it to be Sunday and not Monday because I'm so blah, 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 blah. No, it's because her mother's available on fucking Sunday. That's why.
One day sooner than I took it before, because I want Sundays to be my like shot day. I'm not sure how many like weigh-ins or weight loss updates I'm going to be giving you guys. I do think maybe doing one for sure, like every 10 days would be fun, and just like randomly like in a vlog.
You know what would be fun? Giving yourself the shot. That would show people how committed you are to it. Like, I'm really scared to do this, but I want it so bad I'm going to learn how to do this myself. So if my mom's not around or Emily's not around, there's no way I'm ever going to miss one of these shots. It's that important to me. No.
Vlog, being like, hey guys, this is how I'm doing. I don't want to just like oversaturate my YouTube channel with a bunch of weigh-ins, because that's just not the way I roll, even if I am losing a ton of weight. I truly want my channel to be a channel about me and my whole life. And
you are boring and your life consists of nothing. You've answered literally 5,000 questions about yourself in the last 6 months. There's fucking nothing else to tell us. You don't do anything new. There's nothing to build on. Even normal people, everybody in my chat, if I didn't talk to them for 2 days, when I talked to them 2 days later, they'd have shit to tell me because they live a life. Even if they don't leave their goddamn apartments, they have more to talk about than you do. It's ridiculous. Nobody gives a shit, Amber. You're just an average girl. The only thing that's interesting about you is your struggle with your super morbid obesity. That's the only interesting thing about you. Other than that, you're a boring, dull, nothing human being with nothing to offer anybody. You don't do anything interesting. You've got nothing interesting to say. Just go lose some fucking weight and make that your channel, because it's the only reason people care about you.
A part of my life is me losing weight. I don't want weight loss to be like the main focus on my channel, because that's when things get messy and I don't want to prove myself to anyone.
Things get messy because you don't lose the goddamn weight. That's the only reason weight loss on your channel gets messy. You can't be a lifestyle vlogger. You don't have a life.
I just want to be doing this for me and my health, and just so I can just feel better, because I have not been feeling the greatest. So that's all I really have to say regarding my weight today, but I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
No, she doesn't want to talk about the weight anymore, guys. We're going back to Lego and bingo. And she thinks that makes her a fascinating lifestyle vlogger. Unbelievable. She is unbelievable. Prez Hens says, people with little experience don't realize how little they know. It's true. You know, a long time ago, I took a course that a lot of people said was a cult. It wasn't a cult. It was called EST. And I got a lot of bumper sticker kind of thoughts out of that. And one of them was, you know, think about life as a pie chart. And like, there's a little chunk of what you know, right? And then there's a bigger chunk of what you don't know. But you know, the biggest chunk is stuff that you don't even know. You don't know. I love those kind of thoughts. Real bang when? Well, should we do a little real bang? He's not eating soft food generally. But I'm sure he would certainly shake his head open for that. Yeah, really, the planner. Well, Jan says, when are we going to see that special and expensive planner that she bought? Jan, well, never. She's got nothing to write in it. What, are very special and unique thoughts? Who cares? I know Jasmine says that would have blown my mind if you told me that when I was high. It's cool, man. It's a cool thought. It's so true. Because all of a sudden you find out something and you go, I didn't even know that existed. And then you realize you didn't even know that. You didn't even know about that. I love those kind of thoughts. Here, I'll give you a little real mukbang. How about that? Should we put them full screen? I don't like being on this side, though. It feels... There, it's better. Sorry. Hey, Bob Smith is here. Hey, Bob, do you toast your pasta? I know Bob's Italian. You know why I know he's Italian? Because he toasts his pasta. Hey, Jaws. No food noises. No, there's no mic on his camera. I can hear him smacking, but you can't. Was that good, Bobo? I don't think he's even done. He's not supposed to be eating that, but he will. Fluffy, are you Italian too? So didn't I see a picture recently that she posted of her and Emily on New Year's Eve? So I guess she was there for New Year's Eve, huh? Toast your rice. Don't toast your pasta. Don't toast your cat food either. He was sick last night. He got sick and then he was like running in and out of the litter box. And I thought, oh my God, the idiot, he ate something again. But he seemed to be fine. I think he got rid of whatever it was. I think he's got pica. He just like eats everything on the floor. Instead of that grinds my gears, I'm going to say that toasts my pasta. Bob says, always toasting my pasta, obviously, and only using the crappiest of pre-made sauces. No, Bob, I think what you're supposed to use is just canned tomatoes, but no tomato paste, because you don't want to thicken that. You want it like watery. That's how it's chili soup, because she doesn't use tomato paste or any thickener in it, right? Oh, look, he's like, please, I'm almost ready for you to move this revolting thing from me. What? Antonio, I call him a puppy cat. Look at my little puppy cat. She made hers with salsa. Oh, zinni beans, you're right. She used salsa instead of canned tomatoes. Coco has a cat dog. Oh, cool. He's like, please, remove this from me, please. No, one more bite. Heather, have a good day at work. Thank you for joining us while you could. Paka says I can't have churro in my house because the cats eat the whole tube, plastic and all. She uses salsa. Well, I don't know. I guess salsa's better than Mrs. Dash, isn't it? Remember that one chili she made where she showed us? He's going to start digging at the carpet, at the blanket. Remember the time she made the chili and she's like 5 different kinds of Mrs. Dash? Like, really? You think that must have just tasted like garbage? Like, you can't put 80 flavors in something and expect it to actually taste like something. Okay, I think we're done now. All right. Yeah, you clean up that one piece you spilled, you dirty boy. Pick it up, goof. He won't. Oh, her community post about Alexis. No, we did not discuss this, but I can't see why we certainly have time to do that. She did make a community post, and I posted it yesterday in the Discord. But let's have a look, shall we? Thank you for reminding me of that. Ropentab. All right, AMBERLYNN posted this yesterday. Let's have a look. See. Look, he had his food. He's going back into his cave. Oh, you can't read that at all. I don't think you can read that. I'll read it for you. I don't know. It says, I want to keep up the positivity in my life. And that, here, you know what I can do? Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. I want to keep up the positivity in my life, and that is going to reflect on all of my social media platforms as well. I'm fully aware of some of the things Alexis is saying, but she is arguing with a wall, and I'm going to be taking the time to water the things that matter most in my life. Internet drama and a backstabbing friend isn't part of that. She lied in the summer, apologized to me about it all, and is continuing to lie now. That is all I'll say. I'm not fighting back. I'm not sharing my side, nothing. It's going to be radio silence from my end. I'm a happier person without her in my life. I'm taking something positive out of this. It's another life lesson I've gotten to learn from, and now I get to move on without someone awful in my life. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. What a ding-dong. Really, that's interesting because it seems to me there was like 3 videos ago you were extolling the virtues of Alexis and what a good friend she is and how important forgiveness is and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And now you're saying that you're happy to be rid of her? No, I think she fucked you. I think that's what happened. I mean, you should be happy to be rid of her. Not a very good friend. But don't play us, girl. Don't play us. We knew. 3 videos ago you were talking about her and we were all laughing at you because we were like, girl, you're so stubborn that you have to release these pre-recorded videos despite what's going on in real time. You're making yourself look like a fucking fool. You know, there is a point where you can throw away the damn video that you recorded. Oh God, I know. The world might suffer because there's a pixel of video of AMBERLYNN that's nobody saw. But if it's that out of date and it makes you look stupid, then don't upload it. You made yourself look like an idiot. So you haven't been on her the whole time. You just got made fool of for the 3rd and final time by this woman. And yeah. But I mean, you're both, I think they deserve each other as friends. Quite frankly, if they got back together as friends, wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Actually, a shrimp says, Amber will turn a blind eye to someone's behavior until it affects her over and over. Yep. Yep. Look at Rio. He's having a little bath in his little blanket. I can't stop cracking my big toe. Okay, you get username of the day award. Because that other one was close. Loot was close. But I can't stop cracking my big toe has definitely got the username of the day award. Absolutely. Yeah, Rio's putting on a good show for you there today under the blanket, isn't he? Jess, I know. Jess, I know. Did you know there's an emoji for that now? Did you know? Look. We missed it. It was that time, and we rolled right over it. Well, I hope you didn't. I hope you guys participated for me. Well, you know what? I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna call it a short one today. I gotta make some supper. I also don't want to run into Dan and the Geek Squad. Our science fiction nerdy geeky alerts that we love. They do their thing at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in 20 minutes, if you're in the Discord and you want to go, I think they're still watching Battlestar Galactica, but I might be wrong. Someone get Toa membership. It's Nerd Night in the Discord, and at 8 o'clock we'll watch The Elephant Man. I don't think I've seen that movie since I was in college, so I hope some of you guys join us for that. We'll start at 8, but actually what we'll do is we'll start after the nerds are done. Like sometimes they run a little late, and that's fine. We'll just wait for them to finish. So, might be 8, might be 8:15. I'm going to have a lovely something to eat. I hope you do too, and I will be back on Saturday. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. You never know. I might slip one in tomorrow. If I don't, I'll definitely see you Saturday for the live stream. I want to thank you for joining me and Rio under the blanket at this look at AMBERLYNN's video from yesterday. I know you've probably already seen it 10 times, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me to look at it a day late. And until we meet again on... tomorrow she's uploading. Yeah? Okay. All right, so until we meet again on Saturday, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego. Bye.